audible? So those who are in the class, just switch on your videos. Okay, switch on your videos so that we can have a proper discussion, right? Those who can, I hope most of you can switch on your videos because you will be at home, and do not worry what you are wearing and what the background is, because we all are doing studies from home, right? I'm not dressed up especially for the class. I just came back from my class, and that is why I'm 5-10 minutes late. Okay, you won't find me so dressed up not in every class. Okay, whenever I come early, we'll be like you. Okay, we'll be having sabka saath sabka vikas in the class, right? Very good. I'm Nitish Sharma, and welcome to EduBridge IAS. This is the prelims crash course, and all of you are preparing for the 2022 attempt, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. This is specifically only for 2022. And those who have done their foundation course with me, that is well and good. Those who have studied from anywhere else, that is also very good, because whatever topics are important from the prelims point of view, I'll cover them from the basic itself. I'll not say that you must be knowing it. If it's something is important, I'll tell you each and everything about it from the basic itself. If it is not important, I'll tell you, read it yourself if time permits. Okay, I will not say anything is not important from the exam point of view, because anything can come in UPSC, but you must have to read it between the lines. If I'm saying do it yourself, that means if time permits after your selection, when you will be having your vacation, then read that topic. Okay, do not focus unnecessarily on it, right? Very good. Today is the first class, and we'll have a little orientation also for the prelims preparation. Now, thank you very much for showing trust in EduBridge IAS, and continuously we have been doing this course, and the results are even better every year. Every year we are giving better results, and we hope this year also your dedication and our dedication will give us good result. Okay, the only thing you have to do, be dedicated for your preparation. Are we clear? Very good. Now, in the prelims examination, we have two papers. Our focus should be on both the papers. The pattern is changing. You have to focus upon CSAT also. And how to focus upon CSAT, I'll tell you initially only that attempt the previous year paper. Attempt the 2021 paper of the CSAT. If you are getting more than 100 in that paper within 2 hours, no need to prepare for CSAT specially. If you are getting around 80 marks, prepare 2 or 3 papers again for CSAT. But if you are getting less than 50 or 60, then you have to give attention to CSAT also. Not to maths. I'm being very clear to it. Not to maths, but to CSAT. It means choosing from the sections where you can be strong. Are we clear? This is about CSAT. In GS paper 1, do not focus too much upon current affairs. Focus upon your basics. Okay? Focus upon your basics only. Do not focus upon too much on current affairs, because current affairs will be covered in the class. We will be covering current affairs for you. Then why are you investing your time? Okay? Only focus upon the topics that we are doing. And that is why I am beginning with polity, but I and Vishal sir will be taking these subjects alternatively, because most of you will feel confident in Indian polity, but in other subjects you will be a little underconfident. So what we are doing, we are doing mixing of topics, so that in the last weeks before the examination, you don't feel that we are feeling very undermotivated or overmotivated. We don't want either of this. We don't want you to feel prelims to hum you nikal lenge. We don't want you to feel like this, and we also don't feel like this that we'll attempt next year. Both the things are very dangerous. Are we clear? Very good. All of you understand English? Because our medium of instruction will be in English. How many of you here in the class are not comfortable with Hindi? Everyone is comfortable? Basic Hindi everyone understands? Yes? Very good. Because initially only tell me, don't feel shy. You are aspiring to become a civil servant. You should be confident. If you don't understand, it's fine. Everyone has their different mother tongue. Everyone understands Hindi? Wonderful. Now, we are beginning with Indian polity, right? Shall we start? If you have any doubt, you can just unmute yourself, okay? If you have any doubt, you can unmute yourself and ask your doubts. I have given you the power to unmute for two reasons. First, I don't want to unnecessarily invest our time to muting and unmuting you. Second thing, I want you to have this much confidence in me that whatever questions you want to ask, you can ask. Otherwise, generally in online classes, you will feel if I ask the question and teacher is skipping my doubt, what if the teacher does not know that? I will listen to your doubt. If I know it, I'll answer. If I don't know it, I'll clearly say, I'll go back to your doubt again tomorrow. Is it clear? So asking doubts, the power of this is in your hands. Given that you all know that your mic is on unmute, okay, and you are not asking them, Babu, khana khaya kya, khane ka time ho gaya? Okay, ask them after muting your mic. Are we clear? Wonderful. So let us begin with Indian polity and governance. Shamit, doubt you have?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes,
क्लास के रिगार्डिंग ही सर.
बताइए.
सर आप बोले कि ये क्लास जो है वो मिक्स चलेगा, तो सर ये इन्फॉर्म मतलब कैसे होगा कि मींस किस दिन कौन सा क्लास चल रहा है उसका
वो आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगी. जैसे आज तो फर्स्ट क्लास थी.
यस सर.
ठीक है, आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगी. जैसे इन्फॉर्मेशन होगी कौन सी क्लास है. जैसे कल रहेगी हिस्ट्री.
ओके सर.
कल और परसों हिस्ट्री की. देन दे विल बी एवरी ऑल्टरनेट डे पॉलिटी हिस्ट्री. Okay, then this I'm telling you the tentative schedule. When polity and history will be over, then we'll be doing Indian economy. When Indian economy is over, then we'll have geography and environment together, because for environment you need geographic basics and environment is very important. With this, all the topics will be covered and only science and technology and current affairs will be left. So we'll mix science and technology and current affairs. This is how we'll be proceeding, so that you don't feel that your topics are left. Because some of you are here whose polity is not strong. Some of you are here whose history is not strong. Some of you are here whose economy is not strong. So we have to balance everything. Now you will feel how will we be able to concentrate on different topic every day. But this is the beauty of this preparation, because in exam the questions are not like this. History questions, question number 1 to question number 10. The paper is not like this. In the question paper, after history question, polity question may come. Right? That is the reason of intermixing it. Otherwise, we generally used to complete a topic and then move to next topic. But this year, we are trying to keep you prepared for everything, because UPSC is becoming very, very unpredictable. And you all know about it, right? Very good. Now, I have only 2 suggestions for you. First, come to every class. Okay, come to every class and just after the class revise whatever we have discussed. That's it. That's it. Your this much dedication will give you the confidence to clear this exam. Clear? Any other doubts you have? And feel free to ask any doubt with me. Those who have not studied with me, I'm telling this to them only. Otherwise, those who have studied with me, they have told me, they have already told me what they did yesterday on the day of Tihar. Okay, the students are that much comfortable, right? So you have to be very much comfortable, right? Very good. Shall we begin? Now, Indian polity and governance. Have you ever seen the syllabus of Indian polity and governance? Have you ever seen the syllabus? Because in UPSC, looking at the syllabus is very important. So let us see the syllabus. So the Indian polity and governance topic consists of the constitution. The topics related to the constitution will be asked. Then the topics related to the political system will be asked. That means what is the questions related to elections, the questions related to the center-state relations, the questions related to the schemes that are coming. Then Panchayati Raj is specifically given in the syllabus. And when it is specifically given in the syllabus, it means the question from this will be definitely asked. Okay, the question will be definitely asked. Then the questions from the public policy. Public policy means the new schemes, new education policy, the way it is coming, the new policy of electronics, the PM Gati Shakti scheme that has been launched. All these things will come in the examination. Then the rights issues. So it means two questions will definitely come. First will be from the Panchayati Raj institutions, and second will be from rights issues. The questions will definitely will come in. And this year, as today is the date, which date is this? 15th of February 2022. The exam is on 5th June 2022. Question on right to freedom of religion is coming. Okay, the question on right to freedom of religion is coming, and today's rate is for this question. When it comes, it is 101 rupee. Okay, when this question comes, just Paytm that amount to my number. Okay, are we clear? Very good. So this is the topic. Now, Indian polity, how important it is. In 2021, 20 questions came from Indian polity. 20 questions, 18 questions, 13 questions, 13, 23, 7, 13, 12, 16. These many questions came. Okay. It means on an average every year, how many questions are coming? 15 to 20 questions are coming. How much marks they are? Please tell me how much marks? No,
30 to 40.
Year has completed CSET. 30 to 40 marks. Very good. But this is mathematics where you're saying it is 30 to 40 marks. Now, if a question is coming from fundamental rights, can you stop yourself from attempting that question? If a question is coming from Prime Minister, can you stop yourself from attempting that question? No. And when such question comes, the question is sitting there and just saying, Aja. And that Aja may cost you minus 0.67 marks. Right? So, and in polity, if you are doing your mock papers also, you might be experiencing this, that in polity so many negative markings are there. In other topics, you are leaving the question. Right? You are leaving the question. But in polity, it is such a topic that you cannot stop yourself from attempting it, because it is a question that has ego associated with it. Because everywhere you go, polity is the first topic that you read. Everywhere. Right? And it has an ego. How can I not answer a question from Speaker of Lok Sabha? Right? How will my senior, his daughter, feel? You're seeing, because she is also in the services. How will she feel that I could not answer a question on the Speaker of Lok Sabha? Right? That is why it includes too much of negative marking also. That is why Indian polity does not give you 30 to 40 marks. It can also take away minus 10 to minus 20 marks. And I can say it with confidence, and my previous students and the previous record has also proven it right, that after attempting this class, you will be able, if you attempt it with proper dedication, you will be able to do 90% of the questions from Indian polity in the paper. Okay. Those who have attended my class, they can second it, that after attempting these classes, you will be able to do 90%. 100 question even I cannot do. Okay. I will also be able to do 90%. Because that is UPSC. If you can do 100% question in the UPSC civil services examination, beta, understand you are in the wrong paper, run very fast. Okay. Just know that. Okay. Are we clear? Very good. So this is the number of questions that have been asked from Indian polity. Now, from the Constitution of India, it's very simple thing you must know. What is the Constitution of India? The Constitution of India is the document on the basis of which all laws in this country are based upon. Okay? Everything in this country is done through the Constitution. The importance of Constitution of India in India is like the importance of biology in medical field. Can anyone become a doctor without knowing biology? Have you ever seen someone with commerce with mathematics as doctor? Yes, in India you might have seen Dr. XYZ with BCom honors, but to become an MBBS, a person needs biology. Similarly, to become a civil servant, you need to know the Constitution of India perfectly. And it is the fundamental law on the basis of which every action, every law, every rule, and every order is made. So it is like a die through which all the other objects are made. Okay? You know what is the importance of Constitution of India? Now this Constitution of India, it has not emerged automatically. It is not coming through a Vardhan. It was made. Now the first question that UPSC will come, through the recommendation of which committee the Constitution of India was made? Through the recommendation of which committee the Constitution of India was made? So I'll give you options. The option A, it was through the recommendation of Government of India Act 1935. Option B, it was through August offer 1940. Option C, it was through Cripps mission. And option D, it was through cabinet mission. Tell me, which is the answer? On the recommendation of which of the following the Constitution was made?
Cabinet mission plan.
Cabinet mission plan. Very good. Others also agree with it? Is there anyone who has a doubt? So it is cabinet mission plan. That was in 1946. Okay. So what was cabinet mission plan? It was a mission plan that consisted of 3 members. There were 3 members. Who were the 3 members? Anyone? No one? Very good. क्या फीस भी दे और आंसर भी दे? हाँ? ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. हम सिर्फ फीस देंगे, है ना? तो पैट्रिक लॉरेंस, स्टेफर्ड क्रिप्स, and third is A.V. Alexander. Stafford Cripps, Patrick Lawrence, and A.V. Alexander. Do not go into the details of the spelling of these. In prelims, spelling लिख के आएगी, आपको stick करना है. Okay? और ऐसा नहीं होगा एक नाम में spelling गलत, दूसरे नाम में spelling ठीक. ऐसा ऑप्शन कोई नहीं होगा. इसलिए बस you need to have an idea of it. That there were 3 people. एक Cripps थे, एक Lawrence थे और एक Alexander. ठीक है, समझ गए? कैबिनेट मिशन प्लान 3 members. उन्होंने बोला that there are constituent assembly will be set up. On the recommendation of this, a constituent assembly was to be set up. Okay, a constituent assembly was to be set up. अब ये constituent assembly इसलिए set up होगी, obvious, to make the constitution, right? It will set up to make a constitution. But constituent assembly है, members भी कहीं से होंगे, है ना? From where the members will come? तो options है आपके पास. Option A, they are indirectly elected. Option B, they are directly elected. Option C, they are nominated. Option D, both A and C. बताइए.
Sir, both.
Both.
A.
Option दोबारा, how the members of Constituent Assembly were chosen. indirectly elected, directly elected, nominated. Yeah, both A and C. That means indirectly elected and nominated.
Both A and C.
Both A and C. Very good. So the member of Constituent Assembly, they came from provinces and they came from the princely states. This much so you remember. This much so you remember that in India, there were provinces like Bengal, Bihar, Odisha, and there were princely states like Kashmir, Junagadh, Hyderabad, right? So from the provinces, the members were indirectly elected from provinces and from the princely states, the members were nominated. Okay, are we clear? So the members are not only nominated, the members are not only elected. Mixture. So in the paper comes that the members of the Constituent Assembly, all the members were elected. False. Clear? Note this down. These three things, note this down. That was on the Constituent Assembly was made on the recommendation of Cabinet Mission Plan. Done? Everyone noted this down? Yes. Done, everyone? So, Constituent Assembly is established. Now, Constituent Assembly, how much time did they take? They took 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days to give us the Constitution of India, right? This much time they took to give us the Constitution of India. Very good. Now, this Constitution of India, it is considered as the lengthiest written constitution in the world. It is considered as the lengthiest written constitution in the world, right? Very good. So this lengthiest written constitution in the world, it was made by the Constituent Assembly in 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. And finally, on which date it was ready? What was the date of the completion of the Constitution of India?
26 November.
Which date, beta?
26 November 1949.
Very good. 26 November 19. Okay. Now our task will begin. Constitution अब बन चुका है. अब हमारा काम शुरू होता है. ठीक है. ना आपने पूछो बताया नहीं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन कैसे बना था क्या है तो बता दिया. ठीक है. वेरी गुड. यहाँ तक कोई डाउट? ये नोट करना तो लिख लो. दिन में पैसे यूपीएससी नहीं पूछेंगे कि कितने दिन में, महीने में और सालों में बने थे, लेकिन पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है. तो हिस्ट्री वाले बता सकते हैं ताजमहल को बनने में कितना टाइम लगा, हम नहीं बता सकते अपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को. हमारे ताजमहल से ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है ना? है ना? वेरी गुड.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, who elected sir, you said that they were indirectly elected, but who elected them?
See, beta, you know how the members in Rajya Sabha are elected?
Yes, sir.
The same thing happened in the indirect election of the Constituent Assembly. There were legislative councils in the states. For example, there was the Bihar Legislative Council, there was a Bengal Legislative Council. So they elected their members to be sent to the Constituent Assembly. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Clear? Very good. Now the constitution is made, and now let us see what does our constitution consist of. This is the seal of the constitution. So if someone asks you which element is represented in the seal of the constitution, so it is elephant. UPSC will not ask, state services might ask. All these details I have provided to you. Very good. Now, Constitution of India, it is the lengthiest constitution in the world. This constitution consists of This constitution consists of 395 articles, 22 parts, and 8 schedules in the original constitution. Right? At present, this constitution consists of approximately 448 articles. You may have find in various books somewhere where it is written 466, somewhere it is written 453, somewhere it is written 450. But approximately the number of articles are 450. We will not go into the actual numbers. At present, the Constitution of India have 25 parts, 12 schedules, and 105 constitutional amendments. Okay, the latest one is 105, where the states are given powers to after the backward classes list. Are we clear? Very good. Now, those who are still confused, for them, I have simplified it. That what does our constitution actually consist of? Because I have come across so many students who do not know what part is, schedule is, and UPSC have been asking questions from this topic. Right? So the Constitution of India consists of a preamble. It consists of articles that are divided into parts, and it consists of schedules. Okay. So let us know what does these things mean. Have you ever read a book? Have you ever read a book? क्या हाँ पढ़े हैं, 2 states पढ़े हैं हमने, बहुत मजेदार किताब थी, है ना? Right? Chetan Bhagat, I love reading. We have read Chetan Bhagat. So wherever you have read any book, whenever you read any book, in the front page of the book, you will find acknowledgement or introduction. Right? Right? If I open the book of this book of M. Lakshmikant, you find either acknowledgement or you will find preface to the first edition, or on the front page itself you find this that Mr. M. Lakshmikant dedicated this book to his family members, right? So this is the front page of the book, whatever book we are reading. Similarly, our preamble is the front page of our book. If you look at this image, the front page has opened and you find the preamble of the Constitution. So it is like an identity card. It is like a mind of the makers of the Constitution, and about which we'll be dealing in the preamble topic in detail. Okay, so I'm not telling you too much about preamble right now, because as a topic we'll be discussing about preamble in detail. Clear? Then if you are reading any book, that book consists of papers or pages. For example, if you are reading any book, it consists of 100 pages, 200 pages, 300 pages, right? Now, if you look at those pages, that book consists of 1, 2, 300 pages, or the book has something different. It has chapters, right? That chapter 1 is from this page to this page. Chapter 2, this page to this page, right? Why that book is divided into chapters? For our convenience, right? For example, if you are reading a book where a person is telling the life story, and there is a chapter when I met the crocodile. There are people who have crocodiles also, right? There is a comics in which their history with the crocodiles are shown. So there is a separate chapter that my meeting with the crocodile. So you know which chapter to go, right? Similarly, in our holy constitution, if you want to read the constitution, you cannot read it from first article to 395 article in one go, because you need to read it conveniently. So for your convenience, the constitution is divided into various parts. For example, if you want to read the fundamental rights, you can go to the part 3. If you want to read about the fundamental duties, you can go to the part 4a. Clear? You understand what does part and articles mean now? The most important information in the constitution is in the articles only. Parts are just division of the articles into various chapters. Clear? Then there is certain factual information. There is actually, for example, if you have read geography, in your NCRTs, you find appendices. For example, the rivers of northern India, it is written, and there is written mention to appendix 1. Then you go to the appendix and you have the name of the rivers of northern India. You have the tributaries, you have the length of the river, you have the catchment area. This is how we have appendices in our books. Similarly, our constitution also contains certain factual data. The factual data is in the form of various information, like if you want to know what is the oath and affirmation of the various constitutional offices, then what you will do, you will go to the schedule 3 of the constitution. If you want to know what are the conditions of the members of Rajya Sabha or the seats of Rajya Sabha, you will go to the schedule 4. You want to know what all powers and functions panchayat can have, you can go to schedule 11. So this is the purpose of the schedules. Clear? Now, the constitution was complete in 1949. The completed constitution have had how many years? If we say the enforcement of the constitution is in 26 January 1950. So if you do your CSAT, how many years it has been? Do your CSAT, tell me. How many years it has been? We will not tell. We will not tell our CSAT skills. Like 72 years. How difficult it is? 72 years it has been. In 72 years, the country has changed a lot. Yes or no? When the country has changed a lot, that means we need to provide the various understanding. We need to provide various understanding to the constitution as per the today's needs, right? For that, the constitution has certain amendments. Okay, so amendments are the changes in the constitution that have had taken place since 26 November 1950. Oh, sorry, 1949. Are we clear? Now you know what is preamble, you know what are parts, you know what are articles, you know what are schedules, what are amendments. Yes or no? Do we have any doubt? Please tell me if you have any doubt. Very good. If you want to note down anything, note down. Otherwise, this PDF will be provided to you. Okay? Very good. Now, the constitution at present have one preamble. This preamble we'll be discussing in detail, so we are leaving it for the later discussion. Just believe me that there is one preamble. That's it. Now, you must have read about the present preamble. This is the original preamble that I have provided. Okay. This is the original preamble. Now, let me ask you a very simple question. Originally, Constitution had 22 parts, right? At present, Constitution has 25 parts. So, how many new parts have been added to the Constitution? I'll give you options. Options 3, 4, 5. 6 बन गया तो 5 यहाँ ले लो, ठीक है? 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. सिंपल मैथ्स नहीं कर पा रहे हो में 25 minus 22, 3, 5 कैसे?
सर रिपील हुआ था ना.
Very good. So just remember that though originally there were 22 parts and at present there are 25 parts, that does not mean only 3 new parts have been added in the Constitution. The Constitution of India have got 5 new parts added. Okay, which are these 5 new parts? The first part that was added was through 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, that was regarding the fundamental liberties. Okay. Part 4A was added, 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. Then, with the same Amendment Act, Part 14A was also added regarding the tribunals. So the question comes that how many fundamental duties were in the original Constitution? 9, 10, 11, none of these. What will be the answer? How many fundamental duties were there in the original Constitution? 9, 10, 11, and D, none of the above.
None of the above.
Huh?
None of the above.
None of the above, sir.
None of the above. Okay. Now what is the catch in this question? That we have to read the question properly. Okay. Because in the original Constitution, no fundamental duties were there. It was added through an amendment. Okay. Right. The original Constitution provided the power to make tribunals to the Parliament, true or false? The original Constitution provided the power to make tribunals to the Parliament, true or false?
False.
False. How do you know that?
So it was added later.
Okay. So the original Constitution did not have the provision of tribunals. Are we clear? Now you understand how question can be made from this point? Very good. Now from the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, the part 9 of the Constitution was added. Now you can notice something. Everywhere it is A, B, A. Here only no A. Because there used to be part 9 of the Constitution that was repealed, and later on that place was given to the panchayats and it was added through 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay. Then through the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act, municipalities was added. Then through the 97th Constitutional Amendment Act, cooperative societies were added in part 9B. Clear? These are the 5 that has been added. The repealed one are part 7 and part 9. Repealed ones are part 7 and part 9. Okay, just note this. Very important. Done, everyone? Very good. Now, after the understanding of parts, let us move to the understanding of schedules. So original constitution had how many schedules? 8. And present have 12 schedules. So how many new schedules have been added? How many new schedules?
4.
4. Okay. So which schedules are added? 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. These 4 schedules have been added in the Constitution. Are we clear? Now you will say, please tell us more about it. Because in parts, when we read about the amendments, why not in the schedules? So let us understand. The 9th schedule was added through the first Constitution Amendment Act. The 10th schedule was added through the 52nd Constitution Amendment Act. 11th schedule was added through 73rd Constitution Amendment Act, and 12th is through the 74th Constitution Amendment Act. These are the additions into the schedules of the Constitution. 9th, 1st, 10th, 52nd, 11th, 73rd, and 12th, 74th. So 9th schedule was added for the land reforms. 10th schedule was added for the anti-defection. 11th schedule was added for the panchayats, and 12th was added for the municipalities. Okay. Note this down, the amendments, note this down. From all these things, the questions have come. So note this down. Don't take a screenshot, note. Okay. Because in screenshot are the ones that you will delete the moment your phone will say you have less memory. Right? Because you cannot delete the memory of yesterday's, right? Yesterday was an important day, Tyohar day. That is why note it down. Just now note down the amendments through which they were added. Done? Note it down, don't worry. Take your time. Done? Very good. Now UPSC have asked questions from the schedules. So this is a way to remember the schedules. Okay. UPSC has asked questions. So let us look at this. So first, the UPSC asked questions from the schedules. So TEARS, tiers of old PM, is the way to remember the schedules of the Constitution. Tiers of old PM. I always tell you, and I always tell that in the other classes also, this is not that I have invented. This is someone else. I don't know. This is an anonymous person, but whoever has invented it, it's a wonderful way of remembering the schedules. Okay. So tiers of old PM. T resembles the schedule 1, that is the union and its territory. E resembles the schedule 2, that is emoluments and allowances and salary. A resemble oath and affirmations. R means the seats allocated to Rajya Sabha. S, the seats that are belonging to the scheduled areas. O means the seats belonging to the other scheduled areas. F belongs to the federal structure. O belongs to the official language. L belongs to the land reforms. Land reform means 9th schedule. 10 belongs to the defection, that is anti-defection. P belong to the panchayats, and M belong to the municipalities. So tiers of old PM, these are the questions that have been asked in the paper. Okay, I want you to note this down in your notebook the way it is and write down clearly. Do not just, because in the paper you will remember it is S, but you will not remember what it is related to. Okay, so note it down. Tiers, T means union and its territory. E means emoluments and salary. A means oaths and affirmations. Oaths and affirmation. Okay. S means scheduled areas. O means other scheduled areas or tribal areas. F means the federal structure. O means the official language. L means the land reforms. D means the anti-defection law. 11 means or P means the panchayats, and 12 means the municipalities. Okay. Are we clear? Yes or no? Do we have any doubt? Please tell me if we have any doubt. Good. Done? Everyone has noted this down? Yes, no? Is there anyone who is writing? Just give me a thumbs up so that I can wait. No? Very good. Now let us see the questions that has been asked in UPSC. Okay. Let us see the questions that have been asked in UPSC. First, we have to do the previous year questions. Then we'll think about any other questions to be discussed. Right? Let us focus upon the previous year questions. Try to answer first question. Is it visible? Is it visible on the screen? Try to answer first and second question. First and second question. Take your time and give your answers in the chat. Okay? Do not just announce your answer. Give your answers in the chat. First cup A, first cup B, or first cup C? Let us see. First is very simple. Transfer of tribal land to private parties for mining. Very good. First, tribal areas, which schedule is there? For tribal areas, which schedule is there? You will say 5th or 6th. We are confused. You will say we are confused whether it is 5th or 6th. But beta 6th is not in the option. Why to get confused? Get confused about something which is there in the options. But in your brain, without looking at the, how many of you had this problem that without looking at the options, you were confused that whether it is 5th or 6th schedule? This happened, right? But you have to choose from amongst the options. You do not have to write it. Utilize that advantage. Yes. So the answer is 5th schedule. Okay. Are we clear? But next time UPSC might give 6th schedule also as an option. Okay. Then answer will be both 5th and 6th. Are we clear? Very good. Second question. Second question. Attempt third question also. Now, fifth or sixth, very good. So, we do not know who was the Prime Minister, but we know 9th schedule was in 1951, right? We knew it, 1951, and we knew first Prime Minister was till 1964. Pandit Nehru, 1960 till 1964, he was the Prime Minister. So, answer is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. The question is not about the Prime Minister, the question is about the 9th schedule, right? Very good. Third question, the Federation was established by the Government of India in 1935. The residuary powers are given to? The residuary powers are given to the Governor General. Just given to the Governor General. Okay? Very good. Now try to attempt the fourth question. Done? This is a good question, but let's see how many of you attempted it. But do not worry, I'll explain this question. It is from 9th schedule. The Parliament of India can place a particular law in the 9th schedule of the Constitution of India. Yes, it is correct. Parliament of India can place it. Very good. The validity of any law placed into the 9th schedule cannot be examined by any court, and no judgment can be made on it. I don't know whether it is from judicial review or whether it is from 9th schedule or not. But I know that in India, Supreme Court is the guardian of the Constitution, right? Right? And Supreme Court can look into any matter. This I know. So the question is not from the whether 9th schedule is immune or not, but the question is whether we have judicial review as the basic structure or not. And it is. So answer will be A only. Okay, so the answer will be A. Very good. Fifth question, try fifth question. So done. Which one of the following schedules provision anti-defection? Oh, such a tough question. How many of you have done it? आधों ने तो अटेम्प्ट भी नहीं किया, हम इतने आसान क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट भी नहीं करेंगे, हमारे शान के खिलाफ है, मुश्किल क्वेश्चन लाओ, है ना? तो आंसर इज डी, कैन शेड्यूल. तो लीजिए बच्चों, आपके लिए मुश्किल क्वेश्चन पेश किया जाता है. 6th क्वेश्चन. Done. Let us see. B. Let us see. Okay. Consider the following statement. A constitutional government is one which first places effective restriction on individual liberty in the interest of the state authority. Second, places effective restriction on the authority of the state in the interest of individual liberty. The answer is B. Very clear that it is putting effective restriction in the authority of the state in the interest of individual liberty. Are we clear? Now, among these 6 questions, is there anyone who have any doubt? Among these questions, is there anyone who has any doubt regarding any of these questions? Yes, no? No? So shall we proceed?
Sir, last question
Last question.
में क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 में मैं आंसर तो दे दिया हूँ, डी होगा, लेकिन ये जो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन है उसमें नेगेटिव सेंस क्रिएट हो रहा है.
फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है उसमें
फर्स्ट ऑप्शन में नेगेटिव सेंस क्रिएट हो रहा है, इसलिए ये रॉन्ग हो जाएगा ना.
नहीं बेटा, क्या कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल गवर्नमेंट ये माना जाता है, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल गवर्नमेंट इज द वन इन विच द पीपल आर गिवन पावर. सो इफ स्टेट के पास तो बेटा पावर होती है ना, स्टेट ऑलरेडी हैज पावर. इफ द interest of the state, of the individual liberty is curtailed, that is not a constitutional government. That is considered as the totalitarian government. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta.
Sixth question में सर जो पहला लाइन है, the state places effective restrictions on individual liberty. तो सर जो fundamental rights में सर reasonable restrictions होते हैं, वो क्या होते हैं फिर? वो
बेटा, that is not in the interest of state authority. That is in the interest of the state. State authority means government. Fundamental rights, reasonable restrictions are for the protection of India and sovereignty and integrity, not for the authority. Can you understand the difference?
Yes, sir.
Restrictions cannot be put for the government. The restrictions can be put for the state.
Understood.
State means country.
सर तो अगर स्टेट होता तो फिर ऑप्शन ए करेक्ट हो जाता.
बेटा फिर भी करेक्ट इसलिए नहीं होता क्योंकि वो फिर बहुत एम्बिगुअस स्टेटमेंट होता. एक बात ध्यान रखिएगा, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन पहली बात एक तो इंडिया नहीं पूछ रहा है. वी हैव टू रीड क्वेश्चंस वेरी क्लियरली. द क्वेश्चन इज नोवेयर सेइंग दैट इंडिया इज व्हिच टाइप ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल गवर्नमेंट. And wherever you find the constitutional government is for the rule of law, for the protection of rights and the protection of individual liberty from the state, not for the state. Okay?
Right.
Are we clear?
Right.
And whenever you are reading the statements, make sure you read whether it is asking India or it is asking in general. In so many questions, you will find either it is India or it is general. Let me give you an example. See here, it is asking general questions, not India, it is mentioning. But here it is writing, which is regarding the preamble of the Constitution of India, regarding Constitution of India. So you have to look at the questions very clearly, whether it is asking question in general perspective or whether it is asking from Indian perspective. Okay? Are we clear? Do we have any doubt? Yes, no? Very good. Now we'll move to the next topic, that is called as the preamble of the Constitution. अच्छा, एक चीज और आप लोग बताइए, अगर हम 9 बजे के बाद भी कभी कभी एक्सटेंड करते, किसी को दिक्कत तो नहीं है? और ऑल आर ऐसा तो नहीं 9 o'clock कोई किसी को टाइम, मतलब कोई जैसे होता है सम आर वर्किंग, दे मस्ट बी हैविंग देयर शिफ्ट फ्रॉम 9 o'clock, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है ना? नाउ लेट अस डिस्कस द प्रीएम्बल. पीडीएफ से नहीं पढ़, वो पीपीटी से नहीं पढ़ा रहे, हम व्हाइट बोर्ड पढ़ा रहे हैं, क्योंकि पीपीटी से ऐसा लगता है रिस्ट्रिक्ट हो रहा है ना? क्या आप लोगों को पीपीटी मजा आ रहा है? आप लोग बताओ, हमें तो किसी में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बता दो. शर्मा मत.
व्हाइट बोर्ड सर.
व्हाइट बोर्ड ही बढ़िया.
यस सर.
वेरी गुड. ये पीपीटी में लिखा हुआ दिखता है, लगता है पढ़ दो उसको, तो पढ़ने में ऐसा लगता है जस्ट रीडिंग फ्रॉम द पीपीटी, है ना? वेरी गुड. नाउ द प्रीएम्बल ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया. ओके, ये हमने कहां से अडॉप्ट किया बच्चों? Preamble from where we have adopted. Very good. We have adopted it from USA. Just but make very clear about it. In USA, first preamble came, then the constitution. In India, first the constitution came, then the preamble. Okay. So question may come that the purpose of the preamble in India and USA was different. True or false? So answer will be true. Because in USA, the preamble was like a blueprint. It was used as a blueprint to make the Constitution of India. In India, preamble is the crux, summary of the Constitution. Okay? Very good. Now, what does preamble represents? Preamble represents the, अब ये सब questions हैं, ठीक है? Preamble represents the mind of the makers of the Constitution. Okay, preamble represents the mind of the makers of the Constitution. Preamble और क्या represent करता है? It is like an identity card. Preamble कहां से आया था? It was through the objectives resolution. किसने इंट्रोड्यूस किए थे ऑब्जेक्टिव्स रेजोल्यूशन?
पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू.
Very good. Pandit Nehru. Clear? So it represents the mind of the makers of the Constitution. It presents the identity card of the Constitution, and it was introduced through the objectives resolution that was introduced by Pandit Nehru. कहाँ पे introduce किए थे?
Constituent Assembly.
Very good. Objectives resolution by Pandit Nehru in, क्योंकि सब कुछ पता लगा, क्वेश्चन में आ गया, it was introduced where, और वहां पे सर पकड़ लिया कि ये तो बताया नहीं था, और ये आ चुका है बेटा एक पेपर में. The objectives of resolution was introduced by Pandit Nehru in the Parliament of India, in the Constituent Assembly, in the state legislature, and anything else. Understood? So it was in the Constituent Assembly. तो इसको लिख लो कहीं पर. सी ये अभी तक इतना नोट कर लिए. Then we'll change the screen. क्या हिम्मत मार के प्रीएम्बल खत्म कर देते हैं. फ्लो सा बन रहा है ना. फ्लो बन रहा है. फ्लो में ना, फ्लो में we can खींचेंगे.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
sir, can a constitution state be a communist state like China?
No. It's socialist. In the preamble it is there. It is not communist. It's socialist.
Or, okay. Can it they be like constituent state, but they have constitution, something like that?
Is the China, does they have constitution? This is your question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, they have their constitution.
Sir, so like if they are constituent state, then like they don't put restriction on individual liberty.
Yes, they put. That is why we do not consider China as a constitutional government. We consider it as communist government.
Oh,
Even USSR has a constitution.
Yeah, yes, sir.
But USSR, we do not consider it as a constitutional government. We consider it as a communist government or a kind of a dictatorship.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So because constitutional government does not only mean that they are functioning on the constitution. The constitutional government means that they are working on the basis of the ideas of constitution.
Okay, it is based on ideas. No, sir?
Yes, right.
Constitution.
Yes, beta. Constitutional word does not mean a document. Constitution means the morals of the constitution, the ideas of liberty, justice, that we are doing in the preamble. Whatever is in the preamble, it is actually the ideals of the constitution. Okay.
But sir, different countries may have different
Yes.
ideas.
Yes. But the constitutional government means whenever all the countries, they have made the constitutions in order to give liberty to the people.
Okay, they are putting individual rights above.
Yeah, because otherwise, if they were governments or the kings were already having state authority.
Yes, sir.
They introduced constitution for the reasons, and the reasons included the individual liberty, right?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other doubts? Very good. Now, the preamble, it provides 4 information to us. Do you need to, or let us look at the preamble first, then we'll proceed. Let me show you the preamble. So this is the present preamble. Is it visible? Is it visible? What it is saying? That we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure all its citizens justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, and the Constituent Assembly adopted this constitution on 26th day, that is 26th November of 1949. Are you clear? So this is how our preamble looks like. Now this preamble, what does it provide? This preamble provides us 4 things. First, when we see the word we the people of India, what is it is telling? It is telling you the source of authority. Yes, that we the people of India, it means people are giving you the constitution. It is telling you the type of polity. Type of polity means what type of country is India? Someone asks you, you will say India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. It is the type of polity. Now, what type of the objectives we have in the preamble? So you say we want justice, equality, liberty, fraternity. What are the objectives? And then we have the date of adoption. So we have the date of adoption of the constitution. Are we clear? These are the 4 things that we know from the preamble of the constitution. Note this down. Question may come. So you must be able to attempt this. Clear? Done? I'll give you 10 more seconds. Just note this down. Done, everyone? I ask you a very simple question. That what are the types of polity India is having? So the simple question is that India is sovereign, okay, socialist, secular. Right? Now, from where we have adopted the term sovereign in the preamble? From where we have adopted this term sovereign in the preamble? Oh, this is not written in the book. Maybe in next edition it will be there. If it comes in UPSC, from where the word sovereign has been adopted. You want options?
Irish Constitution, sir.
Irish Constitution. Very good. Very good. These are been adopted from the Irish Constitution. Okay. The term sovereign is adopted from the Irish Constitution. So write it somewhere that we have a type of polity, but the word preamble is inspired by the Irish Constitution. Now we have socialist and secular words. These socialist and secular words, they are not mentioned in the original constitution. Okay, they were not there in the original constitution. So from where they have come? They have come from the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. Which year? 1976. Okay, so sovereign, Irish Constitution, democratic republic. Democracy is from UK, republic is from US. Okay, secular is from USA and France together, and socialist is from USSR. Okay, guys.
सर एक बार रिपीट कर दीजिए.
Beta, sovereign is from Ireland, democratic is from UK, United Kingdom, then republic is from USA, republic is from USA, then socialist is from USSR, and secular is from USA, France, all these secular countries. Because India has its, actually if a question comes that India has its unique form of secularism, so that will be true. Okay, we have a unique form of secularism also.
सर सेकुलर कहाँ से आया है, मतलब कौन सी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से?
बेटा secular is actually the US constitution, France constitution, लेकिन इंडिया का जो secularism it is very unique.
ओके सर.
ओके, हमारा बहुत डिफरेंट है जो और कंट्रीज में नहीं होता है.
ओके सर.
Sir,
हाँ जी.
you gave 4 words ka source, right? Sovereign, socialist, secular, and republic.
Democratic from UK.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, democratic from UK. Are we clear? Very good. Now there comes the objectives. What are the objectives of the Constitution? What are the objectives?
Justice, liberty, and fraternity.
Very good. Justice, liberty,
Fraternity.
fraternity, and equality. Very good. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Arrange them in the chronological order as mentioned in the preamble. UPSC question. Arrange them in the chronological order as mentioned in the preamble. Tell me, guys.
Justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, and integrity.
1, 2, 4, 3.
1, 2, 4, 3. Very good. Okay. So what is the hint here? That while reading the preamble, you have to read everything very properly. Okay. So in the preamble, they are ordered, mentioned in the order of equality and 4 fraternity. Okay. Justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Are we clear? Yes or no, bacho? Good. Now, what type of justice does our preamble mentions? What type of justice does our preamble mentions? किस justice की बात की गई है?
Social, economical, political.
Economical and political. Only these three types of justice our constitution talks about. Note में बहुत अच्छे से दिखेगा, not cultural. Okay, note में लिखेगा the preamble does not mention cultural justice. It is only mentioning three types of justice: social, economic, and political. Are we clear, guys? Very good. Justice के बाद क्या आता है बच्चों? Liberty. What are the words related to liberty that are mentioned in the constitution? कितने type की liberty बात करता है constitution? 3, 4, 5, 6.
5.
3, 4, 5, 6.
5.
5. Very good. What are the 5 types of liberty? Liberty of faith, expression,
Thought, expression, belief, faith, worship.
belief, thought, and chronologically सही लिखे हैं क्या?
नहीं.
Very good. कहाँ पे क्या आएगा? Liberty of
Thought, expression, belief,
faith,
faith, worship.
faith and worship. Okay, these are the 5 terms. Are we clear? Very good. After liberty, what comes? Equality, right? What? Oh, sorry. After liberty comes equality. What type of equality? How many types of equality? 2 types.
2.
Liberty or equality of
Status and opportunity.
status and of opportunity. देखिए आज फर्स्ट क्लास है, कल से सब आप लोग कोशिश कीजिएगा कि आप लोग अपनी ऐसी जगह आप लोग बैठे कि आप अपनी वीडियो ऑन कर पाए. ठीक है, दिस इज द फर्स्ट क्लास. लेकिन टुमारो just keep this in mind that you will be switching on your video so that you can have more concentration. Are we clear? सब भरो वादा करते हैं, सब बोलेंगे हाँ हाँ वादा करते हैं. नहीं कर रहा कोई भी, सबने मन में किया है, राइट? वेरी गुड. सो लिबर्टी ऑफ स्टेटस एंड ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी. उसके बाद फ्रेटर्निटी. कितने टाइप की फ्रेटर्निटी बेटा पता नहीं. इट इज माय पर्सनल instinct that the question that what does the word fraternity represent in the preamble. तो fraternity का मतलब क्या होता है ये भी जान लेते हैं. What does the word fraternity represent in the preamble? क्या मीनिंग होता है?
Togetherness.
Togetherness या brotherhood?
फीलिंग ऑफ ब्रदरहुड.
तो brotherhood तो बुक में दिया हुआ है.
बुक में दिया हुआ है ना. Togetherness है, याद रखना. क्योंकि बहनों का क्या और कल जो त्योहार मनाए उसका क्या है. अगर ब्रदरहुड हो गया तो कल त्योहार का क्या? तो त्योहार का फंडा ही फेल हो गया. वेरी गुड. उसके बाद वर्ड जो है एक और हमारे प्रियम्बल वर्ड आता है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इंटीग्रिटी. इंटीग्रिटी वाज आल्सो नॉट मेंशन्ड इन द ओरिजिनल कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. इट इज मेंशन्ड वेयर? इट वाज एडेड थ्रू द अमेंडमेंट 42nd कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट 1976. ओके, हैव यू नोटेड ऑल द? कहां से शुरू करना है नोट करना? कहां तक कर लिया आप लोगों ने? दिस ऑब्जेक्टिव्स यू हैव नोटेड दिस डाउन इन द क्रोनोलॉजी. Justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. Very good. This you have noted down 3 types of justice: social, economical, political. Very good. Justice की chronology बताओ. यही है social, economical and political. This is the chronology of the justice in the preamble. Then liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. Okay. Then equality of status and of opportunity, and then fraternity, that means togetherness, and integrity is also there, which was added through 42nd constitutional amendment 1976. Okay, उसके अलावा दो और वर्ड है, याद रखना, यूनिटी एंड डिग्निटी। यूनिटी एंड डिग्निटी। आर वी क्लियर? वेरी गुड। डू वी हैव एनी डाउट? जब इतना सब कुछ हो गया तो हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन किस दिन रेडी हुआ? 26 नवंबर 1949। हाउ डू वी नो? बोलो बोलो, बताओ बताओ बताओ, हाउ डू वी नो?
प्रीएम्बल के थ्रू।
Because it is
में लिखा हुआ है।
mentioned,
रिटर्न।
because it is mentioned the preamble.
यूनिटी और इंटीग्रिटी में सर मतलब कैसे अंतर होता है?
यूनिटी और इंटीग्रिटी में क्या अंतर होता है? वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन। दो मेंस का पार्ट है, ठीक है, लेकिन यूनिटी और इंटीग्रिटी में डिफरेंस ये है दैट इंटीग्रिटी कुछ भी हो सकती है, इट इज जस्ट अ कंटिन्यूटी ऑन दैट फीलिंग। फॉर एग्जांपल, मान लो आप करप्ट हो, ठीक है, मान लो, हमारे लिए मान लो, मुझे पता है आप बिल्कुल करप्ट नहीं हो, आप जो है एकदम फुल ईमानदार हो, ठीक है, लेकिन मान लो उसमें अगर आप आज ईमानदार हो, कल करप्ट हो, परसों करप्ट हो, अगले दिन फिर यू आर ऑनेस्ट, इंटीग्रिटी नहीं है आपके अंदर, ठीक है। इंटीग्रिटी का मतलब होता है बीइंग द सेम इन ऑल सिचुएशन। Integrity, however, it is a value because a person who is not having any value, that person can never be same. एक चोर हमेशा नहीं कि हमेशा चोर रहेगा, ठीक है, but a honest person may have more chances of having integrity. Unity तो मतलब होता है एक साथ रहना, integrity का मतलब होता है हमेशा एक साथ। एग्जाम्पल देते हैं, इंडिया अगर 1999 में या फिर कल जो है एनिवर्सरी थी अनफॉर्चुनेटली ऑफ दी Pulwama attack, right? That was an incident that made our country together against terrorism. Very good. आज वो फीलिंग फेम रहे, वो इंटीग्रिटी का मतलब होता है कि आज भी हम इतने ही पैट्रियोटिक हैं जितने हम कल थे। That is the meaning of the term integrity. Are we clear बच्चों? Yes or no? Very good. Any doubt? फिर क्वेश्चंस करके देखते हैं, नो डाउट। और जो आज क्लास में नहीं आए हैं बच्चे, ठीक है, जो रिकॉर्डिंग देख रहे हैं, हमें रीजन बताइए क्यों नहीं आए हैं, ठीक है, क्योंकि कोशिश करिए, आप लोगों की वजह से ही हमने इस टाइम पर रखा है ना। आप लोग नहीं आएंगे तो फिर क्या फायदा? ट्राई टू अटेम्प्ट दिस क्वेश्चन। ठीक है, so the first is C, distribution of power through the Government of India Act 1935. Second question, सेकंड का, वेरी गुड. अपॉर्चुनिटी टू डेवलप वनसेल्फ फुली. जनरली वी बिलीव द लिबर्टी इज द एब्सेंस ऑफ रिस्ट्रेंट, लेकिन इतनी सारी लिबर्टी बताई हुई है प्रीएम्बल में, ठीक है. दी लिबर्टी ऑफ थॉट एक्सप्रेशन, बिलीफ, फेथ एंड वर्शिप, 5 तरीके की. अगर इसके लिए अगर एब्सेंस रिस्ट्रेंट होगा तो क्या फायदा? इट इज द कैपेसिटी टू डेवलप वनसेल्फ फुल्ली, राइट. तो आंसर विल बी डी. थर्ड क्वेश्चन ट्राई कीजिए. One of the implication of equality in society is the absence of obviously privileges, right? Because if the privileges are there, there is no equality, right? If the privileges are there, what is the point of having equality? Now, fourth question. See, preamble se questions are very conceptual. Fourth question. Whenever you have any doubt in this question, please ask.
सर थर्ड नंबर क्वेश्चन एक बार क्लियर करेंगे क्या सर? डाउट है.
देखिए बेटा, इक्वालिटी हमें कहाँ चाहिए होती है? जिससे सब लोग बराबर हो. अब आप जब बराबर होना चाहते हैं, किससे बराबर होना चाहिए? जो आपसे बेटर है, आपसे खराब है. तो आप चाहते हैं अरे हम भी खराब हो, या फिर आप चाहते हैं हम भी बेटर हो? टेल मी. इफ यू वांट इक्वालिटी,
बेटर होना चाहिए.
इसका सबसे बढ़िया एग्जांपल बताते हैं. अगर इक्वालिटी हो, ठीक है, इक्वालिटी हो, तो अब बस में हम लोग जा रहे हैं, हम चाहते हैं एवरीवन इन अ बस मस्ट बी सिटिंग, दैट इज इक्वालिटी, राइट. अब कुछ लोग खड़े हैं, कुछ लोग बैठे हैं, तो इक्वालिटी जो बैठे हुए वो डिमांड करेंगे, जो खड़े हुए वो डिमांड करेंगे. जो खड़े हुए हैं, क्योंकि उनको लगता है दूसरे के पास क्या है? प्रिविलेजेस, राइट. तो इक्वालिटी का मतलब होता है एब्सेंस ऑफ प्रिविलेजेस, एब्सेंस ऑफ रिस्ट्रेंट्स. एब्सेंस ऑफ रिस्ट्रेंट्स, तो रिस्ट्रेंट्स से तो इक्वालिटी थोड़ी आएगी. सब खड़े हैं, ऐसी इक्वालिटी क्या करोगे? आपको सबको खड़ा होना, खड़ा थोड़ी करना था सबको, आपको सबको बैठाना था.
But sir, reservation in the form of affirmative action is also a privilege.
हाँ बेटा, प्रिविलेज क्यों है? हिस्टोरिकली डिसएडवांटेज कोई पर्सन है तो वो प्रिविलेज थोड़ी है उसके पास. If a person is historically disadvantaged, is it a privilege? Let us take an example. आप बाकी सब छोड़ो. If a person is economically weaker, if a person is having an EWS reservation, तो privilege है कि देखो वो जा रहा है EWS person. It is not a privilege. Are you getting my point? Reservation is not to give privileges. Reservation is to bring the people who have left behind because of affirmative or because of the historical disadvantages. Are we clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, it is clear.
Very good. Now, fourth question. Fourth A. Others are not trying. Democracy's superior virtue lies in the fact that it calls into activity the intelligence and character of ordinary men and women, the method for strengthening executive leadership, a superior individual with dynamism and vision, a band of dedicated party workers. It is A. An intelligence and character of ordinary men and women. Okay. Very good. Fifth question.
सर फोर्थ क्वेश्चन कह क्या रहा था?
बेटा फोर्थ क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है डेमोक्रेसी में करते क्या है लोग, डेमोक्रेसी का मतलब क्या है, तो इट इज रूल ऑफ पीपल, किसका रूल?
सर प्लीज इसे स्क्रॉल करना ऊपर थोड़ा सा।
फोर्थ वाले को करना है।
यस सर फोर्थ।
देखिए डेमोक्रेसी क्या होता है, अब इस क्वेश्चन को देखते हैं। क्या डेमोक्रेसी, नीचे से चलेंगे, क्या पार्टी वर्कर्स जब डेडिकेटेडली काम करते हैं उसको आप डेमोक्रेसी बोलेंगे? नहीं, तो डी गलत। कोई एक पर्सन, वन पर्सन जो कहेगा कि मुझे बहुत दूर का दिखता है, ठीक है, उसको आप डेमोक्रेसी बोलेंगे क्या? नहीं। थर्ड, एक तरीका जिससे सेंट्रलाइज हो चुका है सारी पावर एक लीडरशिप के अंदर आ जाए, उसको डेमोक्रेसी बोलेगा? नहीं। इट इज अ कैरेक्टर, मतलब कुछ ऑर्डिनरी मैन एंड वुमेन अपने दिमाग से कोई गवर्नमेंट को चूज करते हैं, दैट इज डेमोक्रेसी। ओके, समझ में आ गया आप? तो वेरी गुड। नाउ फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन, लेट अस ट्राई। इट्स वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन। अब सिंपल लग रहा है बेटा, कर लिया है क्योंकि बी वेरी गुड। इधर डिस्कस भी नहीं करना है, इट इज वेरी सिंपल। अभी अभी वी हैव जस्ट डन सिक्स क्वेश्चन, लेट अस ट्राई सिक्स क्वेश्चन। ओह सिक्स नहीं कर पाओगे आप, सिक्स क्वेश्चन वेरी टफ क्वेश्चन, नहीं कर पाओगे। कर दिया आप लोगों ने तो, वाह। सेवेंथ क्वेश्चन करिए। ट्राई सेवेंथ क्वेश्चन। बताइए। बताओ बच्चों। सेवेंथ का बी, वेरी गुड। प्रियम्बल में तो है ही है, ए या बी में से होगा। वेरी गुड। नाउ इकोनॉमिक जस्टिस इज इन दी डीपीएसपी, तो ऑप्शन इज बी, सेवेंथ बी ऑप्शन। आर वी क्लियर? This is where what the questions has come from the preamble. Are we clear till this point? Now only few topic about the preamble is left. First, is preamble a part of the constitution? Is preamble a part of the constitution? Yes. Very
Yes, sir.
yes. So earlier there was a confusion, but through the Keshwanand Bharati case, the preamble is the part of the preamble. Is preamble amendable?
Yes.
Yes.
sir.
Through Keshwanand Bharati case, it is amendable. Very good. Is preamble a source of authority?
No, sir.
No. Is preamble justiciable?
No, sir.
No. Is preamble a limitation on the decision making or the law making power of the parliament?
No, sir.
Okay, so write these notes, 6 things, right? First, preamble is part of the constitution. Preamble is amendable. Preamble is part of the constitution. Preamble is amendable. Preamble is non-justiciable. Part of the constitution. It is amendable. It is non-justiciable. It is not the source of authority. It is not a source of authority. It is not a limitation. It is not a source of authority. It is not a limitation. Okay. Next, it is not a restraint, or it does not put any restraints in the law-making powers of the parliament. It does not put any restraints in the law-making powers of the parliament. Clear? Yes or no? Very good. Very good. Do you have any doubt? So we have completed till preamble. In the next class,
Sir,
yes, beta.
sir, non-justiciable and non-enforceable में difference क्या होता है? दोनों
बेटा
क्या-
जस्टिसेबल मतलब जिसके लिए कोर्ट नहीं जा सकते, नॉन एनफोर्सेबल मतलब जिसको लागू करवा नहीं सकते. नॉन जस्टिसेबल थिंग्स कैन बी एनफोर्सेबल आल्सो. Okay, but non-enforceable things cannot be justiciable also. तो नॉन जस्टिसेबल जिसके लिए कोर्ट नहीं जा सकते, नॉन एनफोर्सेबल मतलब जिसके एनफोर्स करवाने के लिए कोर्ट नहीं जा सकते. इज इट क्लियर? वेरी गुड. सो
relation between in amendable and enforceable.
क्या बेटा?
Amendable और enforceable का सर क्या रिलेशन रहेगा फिर?
बेटा अमेंडेबल तो यह है कि इसको बढ़ा सकते हैं, कम कर सकते हैं. ये होता है अमेंडेबल, चेंजेस कर सकते हैं. एनफोर्सेबल मतलब जो उसमें है उसको अप्लाई करवा सकते हैं, दैट इज एनफोर्सेबल.
सर लेकिन 42nd कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एक्ट से
हाँ
अमेंड
बेटा,
तो किया गया था, प्रीएम्बल अमेंड तो हुआ था.
हम तो कह ही रहे हैं कि अमेंडेबल है.
सर आपने बताया ना केशवानंद भारती केस के बाद से ये अमेंडेबल हो गया.
हाँ तो बेटा 1976 में 42nd अमेंडमेंट एक्ट आया है ना, और केशवानंद भारती केस 1973 में इट केम.
73. Yes sir.
नाउ इट इज सॉर्टेड.
Yes sir.
Okay बेटा. Any other doubts we have? Now this is how we'll be proceeding in our lectures. I think you understand 2-3 things, that we'll be very to the point in this class. We'll be very conceptual in this class, and we should be very effective in this class. These 3 points you have identified about this class, right? Very good. So we'll be continuing. Tomorrow you'll be having a history class. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Okay. After that, we'll be having a polity class. This week, 2 regular classes of history you might have, 2 to 3. From next week, they'll be alternative days. Are we clear? Every day you have to do questions. Every day you have to do questions. Every day you have to come to the class. And if you find these classes helpful, please do share about this with your friends also, because we are working very hard only to give the effective understanding of whatever experience we have about the UPSC examinations. Clear? So shall we conclude today's lecture? Is there any doubts that you have? You are added into some group, right? In that group, feel free to ask the questions that you have. It's not that you will be asking questions here only, because we are providing you mentorship also. Okay? We are providing you mentorship. You are free to ask questions through the text messages, and when you want to have a discussion over the call, we will just coordinate the time and we'll have a call. Okay? Our relation is not limited to the class. Our relation is focused upon the preparation of the exam. Is that clear? Okay. So we'll continue tomorrow with history. Thank you very much. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much.